Alright, so, as I said in my last video, I was going to go out and test the damage and everything else to see how it actually works out. So, you know, activate that, do this. Blah, blah, blah. Auto lose not on, that's going to drive me nuts. There we go. Okay, so the reason I came out here to test this and everything else is because out here, this worked out really well for me. I used to be able to just come out here and wreck stuff left and right. So the reason why I came out here to test all this is because, you know, here's where it all actually made sense. So looking at the damage, looking at the things that I can do, I definitely got to get used to these abilities on the way that they are on my toolbar, not having my other ones. So, wait, oh yeah, I have landslide on. So, let's have some common sense here before I start really getting too deep into it. Clash Lightning we're rarely going to use right now because, I mean, in all honesty, it's nice. Damage on the ground. I like it. I mean, it's kind of sucks that I can't wind shock things. But as you can see, like it takes progressively, I think, a little bit longer to kill mobs right now. When I was on my previous version before this happened, apparently my sound is just a little too high. There we go. Let's turn this down so I don't have to yell at my mic. So, previous to this, I could easily take on a Worgon. I could easily take on everything. So let's see how this works out. We're going to pop everything for the most part. As you see, not exactly the way that it used to be. Like, I've taken a lot more damage than I want to take. Iron Sniper's doing a lot of damage to me. The quick heals are alright, but like I feel like right now we are weaker as enhancement shamans than what we were not too long ago. As you can see, like it's a risky event to do any of this. There's not any direct things making us more as strong as we were. So like right now, I don't think coming up to the pre-patch, right? Like, just like it feels weaker. It feels much weaker. I mean, when you get those procs, it's really nice. But it really does feel much, much weaker than what it used to. So looking at the abilities, testing them out, it feels clunky. It feels like, you know, it kind of feels like we really don't have much to go on here. Now again, I'm not activating the one thing I need to have up the entire time. And that's my bad. That's me not being used to having to activate it. Testing out it, I like it, it's nice, but at the same time it feels really, really, really weak. I guess I really should have spent more time like messing with it. Okay, so Rock Flame Tongue does do some damage. Okay. See, the way that it made it seem in the build-up is it didn't. So you get in range, and it actually does do damage. Okay. 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 I can see where this is actually playing out pretty decent. Storm Strike whenever it's off cooldown. Make sure E's up. Okay. Looks like I'm spending more time using my Maelstrom for healing than anything else, but... That is quite a bit of damage. You can make your own determinations. I really do feel like shamans are slightly weaker. The damage is kind of there, but it's not there. It's not like the best. The proc is nice. Okay, so it doesn't feel as weak as I thought it would. So it's not as weak when I don't screw up and out-activate everything. We're 8 minutes here. 83%. So about the same clear speed. I don't think like killing elites is as fast as it was. I feel like that is slightly weaker. Now if I'd killed that guy as well, it might have been a different story. So first view on it, it is nice. It does work out pretty well. Now, again, I'm not really that geared. I'm in full PvP gear from this. I'm not like in dramatic gear, which like most of you guys probably are. I took a long break. Now again, I don't have lightning bolt on my toolbar for a reason. I don't have it because I don't want to have to rely on lightning bolt for anything. Damage wise, it's there. It works. It's usable. Now, that could actually be really decent. Like, I'm sorry for the zoomed in. I haven't set my max camera distance because I didn't use that particular part of this. It took roughly about 5 minutes to clear that, which is about what I do now. Doom Talon just spawned. I'm not going to bother with that because, I mean, I really don't care in this particular point of things. It's not worth looking at. Okay, that's going to drive me nuts though. Slash max. Let's go into interface, camera. Okay, there we go. That's much better. What is this? What is this? Oh, a rare on my map. Okay, so 5 minutes or so to clear that. Not that bad, not that difficult, not too much to actually worry about there. What I will say about it is, again, I feel like we're slightly weaker than what we are now, and it's not as strong to clear stuff. The clear through is much. It's a higher risk because you can't heal as much. I felt like I was spending more casting this than I was doing anything else. Do I think that we're going to be extremely broken inside Warlords of Draenor, or Legion? Let's talk right here. In Legion, I think we're going to be one of the most dominant classes in DPS endgame. I think our leveling is going to be hurt a little bit because we're going to be slower. I don't think we're going to be as fast as we could be. We're definitely not going to be like, oh, we just one-shot everything, let's go. Please turn it off. So, I really think that we're going to have a little bit of trouble with leveling in some regards. In some other places, I think once we get Doomhammer, like once the actual expansion hits and we get Doomhammer, that this is going to be much easier. It's going to go by much quicker. I believe, from personal experience of testing this just now, like I'm doing this as we're going to try and like get an understanding of it. Not so much to, I want to be new at what I'm talking about, so I can have the fresh mind, not be like, okay, I'm used to it, I'm accustomed to it, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to have to get used to always making sure this is up in every fight, because again, 100% of this being up will be an insane amount of damage increase. If you're not using this, if you're not using Flame Tongue Weapon, you are going to be pulling less than what you need to in DPS. Things that I think you do and do not need on a toolbar. What? Why is that? Do I not have that? Is that talent not there? Does Astral Guidance get replaced by something? What? My bad, had something on my toolbar that I didn't even know! Let's go. So, at first glance, the damage is nice. It is worth using. It is not it's not a bad thing, it's not a great thing. I do think like the damage needs to be slightly higher than what it is. But again, this is PTR testing pre-patch. So I think once Legion comes out, we get Doomhammer, we're going to be doing a lot more damage. It's going to be a little bit easier to clear through and level, and since that's the first thing you do in Legion is get your artifact weapons, I believe that we'll be alright. I do think at endgame, once we get into raiding, we will be one of the dominant classes in DPS for anything that's a good melee fight. Now, I say that's a good melee fight, that's a joke. Because there's not a single encounter that I've come across in Legion that's like melee friendly. Everything is ranged friendly out the ass, and it sucks. It sucks so bad, but you know, I will see how my DPS is going to be come the raiding time when we get into heroic and mythic, because in normals I really don't care. Damage in normals is laughable. Like nobody cares for normals anymore. It's just like it's the joke. It's like the it's now the LFR for joking around. You go in, you get some gear out of it. You're like, yay! Okay, now we can go do heroic. I will tell you, with the damage buffs that we are getting, it's enjoyable. It's worth having. The cooldowns, there's not really many cooldowns to deal with. Like you're dealing with like one cooldown, 2 cooldowns per per fight, aside from popping your wolves. Now again, that's going to be talent based, because if you do take Ascendancy, you will be using this. If you do take some other talents in here, you will be using them off cooldown as well, like a Powered Storm Lash is not bad. Like these things, like talent based wise, if you're swapping through talents, some of them will be better for you, some of them will be worse for you. My direct thing to tell you is you gotta love the changes. I love the fact that I don't have to have, like, I can condense all of this down to one bar. Like, I've got mounts out the ass on here that I don't need. Like, I can legit tune this down to less than, you know, the amount of toolbars that I have now. Like on live, I have to run 5 to 6 toolbars for me to be effective. Like now, I only have to run 3, if that, because I got stuff on things that I might not actually use. You know, like water walking is not on my toolbar now because like if I'm in Ghost Wolf, I have it. If I'm not in Ghost Wolf, I don't have it. It doesn't like it's gonna come down. I like the fact that they did a smaller amount of buttons to have on my screen. Like it's annoying to have. I do like the customization of the talents this round. There are some things that, you know, that fit different playstyles a lot better. So, you know, take the time, mess around with it. Let me know in the comments what you think of Enhancement Shamans. What do you think if they're going to be, like, in the first month or the next month before the actual expansion comes out, if they're going to be weak, if we're going to be, like, falling behind in our damage meters. Test it out, see how you feel. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, dislike, all that other fun stuff. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for watching.